In this video, I'm going to show you how to access high-resolution satellite data in GeoLibre for disaster response, just using the web browser without having to install anything. And specifically, we're going to access the Vantor open data high-resolution imagery hosted on AWS. If you're not familiar, so Vantor is a satellite company, previously called MaxR, and they release a lot of open data that's after major natural disasters, and it's free and open access. But it can be quite challenging for beginners to actually access the data or visualize the data. So I have created a plugin that makes it really easy, just with a couple lines of code. The link to the open data program is in the video description below, and we're going to use GeoLibre. Is a program that I created for visualizing and accessing geospatial data in the browser without having to install any software on a computer. And the website is geolibre.app. Once you go to the website, you can click here, launch GeoLibre app. So the website is web.geolibre.app. Once you go to the website, you support a dialog asking you the experience level. You can choose to show everything so that you have all the functionalities. Once you open the website, then go to the settings. From here, click manage plugins, click, and then scroll down to find the last one here, Vantor open data. So this is a plugin specifically for GeoLibre. If you want to learn more about the plugin, you can click the link here. It will take you to the website. So everything is open source. You can see how it was developed. And it's a plugin that's specifically for accessing Vantor open data. And you don't need to worry about the source code. Just click here, install. And within just 1 second, it should be installed successfully. Click close. Then you want to go to the plugins menu. At the bottom here, you'll be able to find Vantor open data, and then click this activate button. It should have this panel open up here in the upper left corner, and depends on your preference, you can switch to the light mode if you want to. So I'm going to use the dark mode. And on the left side, if you click the event, so all the data organized by event, so you can select whichever event that they have data available. So previously was MaxR, they actually have a lot of data, but MaxR open data is not a spatial temporal as a catalog, so it's actually not available for searching. And now they are switching everything to STAC catalog, so it's much easier for us to search and visualize the data. And in here, you can select any event you like. For example, I'm going to search this Venezuela earthquake, June 2026, just last month. And once you select this event, from here, you can select which phase you want. All the data have the attribute pre and post event available. And I can just click here, search. You will find all the footprints available. So here, for the blue color represent pre-event, the red color represent post-event. So if you just want a particular one, you can select from here. For example, I just want the pre-event, then you just select this one. And once you select, it's going to show you the footprint. And there are two ways you can select the data. You can select one from here, or you can also click your mouse on the map. And if you click your mouse on the map, it's going to select the footprint automatically. And on the resulting the table here, just click this visualize. Then you should be able to see the data directly. So this is the pre-event imagery. As you can see, under the hood is actually a lot of smaller image tiles. It has been created like a virtual mosaic, so you can actually see the entire data directly, and it's much better. So you can zoom in to see more information. So this is high resolution aerial imagery. And this one is for the pre-event. I can select another one, for example, post-event, and then search. So from here, I can find another one that I want to visualize. For example, maybe I can click this one here and then visualize. So you will see this is before and after. So this is after, so the post event. Now I can zoom in here to see the comparison. I know this is in an area heavily impacted by the earthquake. And let me see if we can find any damage in here. Of course, the image quality is different, and also the angle, everything, so it might not be perfectly aligned, but you can use this slider here to see the changes. and you can zoom around. Some of those, for example, might be damaged, for example, in the area here. So let me zoom in, see if we can find any damaged area. Yeah, some of this looks like, yeah, clearly you can see here, right? This is earthquake, and looks like these are all collapsed, the buildings in this region. So also from here, you can see the entire building. This one looks like the building is in all collapsed. Okay, entire building is gone, right, in this area. And there are some like geo reference issues. It's not perfectly aligned, but you can compare and then you can see the changes in this region. So this makes it really easy for you to look at imagery, and then you can download them if you want to. So here, just click this download button. You'll be able to pop out a dialog and ask you to download, but it might take some time. So just click and then save this one to computer. And under the hood, there might be some large data set. For example, this one is 10 gigabyte because it's a mosaic of a lot of data tiles, so it might take a while. But if you really want to, you can download them. So I'm going to skip here, and you're welcome to select more data sets. So for example, if you want to visualize all the data set all at once, click this select all, and then just visualize. You'll be able to load all the images all at once. So how nice it is, right? So you don't have to download any data. So this data probably is like couple hundred gigabyte, but just with a couple click, now I can see all the data all at once. And because this is just like the disaster imagery, you don't necessarily have perfect cloud conditions. You're going to have some of the cloudy imagery, some of the not so cloudy imagery. And you need to go through and figure out which one might be best, and then you can see the data, you can download the data, you can do resize the panel if you want, and then you can switch to other events depending on which one you are working on. And on the right here, you can click this one to zoom to oops, oh, this one is not working. Interesting, might be a bug. But you can also open this one, so you can see the URL here. For any imagery, you can see the source URL. So this is available through HTTP. You can also copy this one, and because it's cloud optimized GeoTIFF, you can actually open this URL and then you download them if you want to. And if you want to share the project with someone else, you can just click here, share, and then you need to get an API token. After that, you'll be able to share this one, send the link to anybody, so you can create a map deck with imagery preloaded, so that other people don't have to install the plugin manually. Okay, so that's all I want to show you. I hope you find it useful. One thing I want to point out is that the plugin is kind of pulling the STAC catalog on the fly, so I don't have to actually update the plugin. So whenever Vantor release new dataset for new events, then it will be showing up in here. So all you need to just like reopen the plugin, then you should be good to go. So it's being updated automatically when there's a new data available. Okay, so that's all for this video. I hope you find it useful. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.